From the moment that he was born, we wanted him dead. You remember how we conspired to arrest him at the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. But we decided not to. Not because we didn't have the heart to, but because the people would riot. Well, I hope they enjoyed their Last Supper, because we're about to remove the bread of heaven off their plate and out of their diet. We have to be strategic, yet move in silence. We're gonna capture him in private, but let me show you just how God is already at work. One of his own boys, Judas, AKA I Care Not, wanted to pilot it, so we gave him some bread and he told us that he would provide him. We are David, Judas is the stone, and we are the slingshot, and we're about to go slay Goliath because he's talking reckless about the God we serve, talking about because you seen the Father, you seen me. Well, just like he told Buddy to stretch forth his hand, we're gonna stretch forth his body and allow him to rest in peace fully. And as soon as he stops breathing, we're all going to be healed of his infirmity, trying to get the people to believe that he is taking on their sin. Man, he had a lot of people fooled. But he was a carpenter. He was just using them as his tools. He's about to be put in the same thing he called Lazarus from. That's dumb. Why succumb and save other people from the same thing you choose not to save yourself from? But after we get him, what's done is done. Ain't no getting up. His God getting ready not to have no son. After we lay him down, stretch him wide, for good measure have a soldier pierce him in the side. He ain't getting up from this. We knew he was a fraud though. When his teenage mama, who claimed to be a virgin, got pregnant and claimed the father was Elohim. Joe, the fiance, was about to leave her until the fool claimed that an angel visited him in a dream. You remember when he was 12. Talking strong like we should glean wisdom from him. How? He don't even listen to his own mother and father, had them shook looking for him. How he claimed to be God and then break the 5th commandment. How he's disobeying but claimed to be heaven sent. Man, you got me bent. That's dysfunction. No wonder why he think he can tear a temple down and rebuild it in 3 days. On whose planet do they do that type of construction? Choose 12 worldly dudes and form a team called the Disciples. Well, make that 11 because one switched teams and now plays for the rival. Speaking of which, we sent them out to get him tonight. Judas said he would be in Gethsemane, so when we show up, all them boys gonna take flight, but whoever wants to remain can get it on sight. We already got enough evidence to indict. Hey, yo, wait a minute. Yo, you hear that noise? Is that him? We got him.
What you think you know, you really don't know. And if you keep watching, he's about to show you just what he's made of. So walk around here with your smiles and your smirks. But please be aware, that's not how any of this works. Because what you don't know is that what you did to him, he endured for you. The beating, the flogging, the agony of seemingly defeat. A painful trip down the Via Dolorosa was all a part of this brilliant plan to redeem the human race. Even if it meant taking an undesirable place up on that cross so that we wouldn't be lost. You can't even begin to imagine the cost. Before you start to feel like you have this thing all wrapped up, let me give you the real, because I got time today. So come close. I don't want anything to get in the way of me helping you comprehend the fact that on this very day, he lives. Allow me to help you understand that the man that you took your hand to beat, batter, and scorn in this whole plan that you chose to spearhead and leave this innocent man for dead, crown of thorns placed on his head, walking the green mile to slaughter he was led, nailed to a tree, dropped sweat that was red, pierced in his side, sour vinegar he was fed, mocked and called names and nothing back to you, he said. That man, he lives. When he gave up the ghost to obey his father's will, I know you thought you had him. But it's just a great mistake that some people make when they assume the worst before getting the real. Because what really happened? Prophecy was being fulfilled. It's true. He's not where they put him anymore. The tomb that is empty was only a temporary fill. He actually took flight back home that has a custom build. And now he sits at the right hand of his father. And that's why he didn't even bother to put up a big fight as you thought he should. This man has more smarts than you ever would. He took it just like his daddy knew he could. And we get a chance to join him in the place prepared for us, primed and prim. And just so you know, even though you did what you did, he didn't even hold it against you. He did this all for me. And the crazy thing is, he included you too.